Welcome back to more games. Ro32 today between Metal and Melkor. Matthews. Melkor did it for Timmy. That's obviously Metal here. As you can see, Aztecs, Burmese band. No Turks for Metal. Malians, Italians, Incas against. Blushing editor right now is Melkor with Magyars, Slavs and Vikings. Very different civilization. Let's go into the games. And we have for Melkor is actually one seat below Metal. We have the Magyars, barracks coming up, expected pretty much, and we have Thank You Gman, who is Metal, playing as the Malians. Let's go for the maps here, see what this game is all about. We have the main gold for Metal on the side. Extra berries inside, actually not too bad. Second gold safe in the back, extra gold and extra stone safe in the back. Nice for him, cannot see that yet, maybe he's gonna find out soon. Main stone forward, third gold outside, one really close to space, a second really close and a second stone also outside. I think he lured you in through that little hole here, so he built a house there just in case. Don't want to have it rush, something like that going in. Or, I guess Marco scouts, because Magyars have the free upgrades for the attack, so 3+3 already in the feudal age. Main gold for Melkor on the side here. We have the second gold safe in the back. No extra gold here in comparison to Metal's map. Main stone also forward. We have the third gold outside and the second stone also outside, both on the left. One relic not so far away, a second relic not so far away. This one actually closer. This one almost in the neutral zone, and then the last relic, I haven't shown, it's here in the middle. Extra gold here as well, and do we have an extra stone? I think, oh yeah, extra gold, extra stone inside metal space. Let's see what this game is about. We have 3 military units, that's 3 scouts right now for Melkor. He's going to take map control to try and go for the relics here. Sorry for that little pause. Now both players up to castle age, and actually Melkor is inside metal space right now. Quick walling coming up, monastery on the way, a few houses, and these villages should not go down. They have loom actually, but 2 scouts inside. Ooh, and 1 scout holding the gate open. Is Melkor going to use this? No, monastery coming up inside. Let's go and see the villager to get maybe a siege workshop forward. This could be interesting. At the same time, now Metal is going for a second monastery, and that means he's going to try and convert those scouts. And then this opening is gonna get closed very soon. Melkor even doing the light cav upgrade as well as Boso, and sending another scout in, so it's 4 light cav right now against, at this point, I guess 1 monk somewhere, yes, in the TC, and that 1 scout that should get healed. A second TC is up for Metal on the main gold, and a third TC actually on the wood line, and the second gold here. Nice TC positions, but Melkor is already annoying, which is nice for us, because this means we have some action. And the monks trying to move forward, but against 4 light cav, can't really go that. This is siege workshop up for Melkor. Melkor probably not going for, no, he's going for extra TCs. Nice to see. 1 on the main gold, and another one coming up on a wood line built with 1 villager. Now, this house should go down fast if there's a mangonel on the way, a scorpion actually, and this gate is losing HP, it's still open, this is the most important fact here. Sanctuary coming in, and now we have 4 monks, 5 monks for Metal, so we should be able to get a few conversions going, but at the same time we have 4 light cav moving forward, and there's the big fight of this first game, the first big fight. 1 conversion only, 1 light cav going down, or maybe it was 2, and that means all monks gone. There is 1 scout that was actually going out to lure a few light cav in. Nice job, 2 HP left, could we heal it up, and while we have 5 more villagers for Metal, Melkor is actually looking pretty good. The Scorpion now, not sure why the Scorpions. Melkor trying to get the relics in, starting with the one that is the farthest away. And he is still inside Metal space, so still annoying, and Metal cannot use his main stone for now, and he cannot get rid of those light cav yet. Now the monks should be able to convert maybe, but Melkor is going back in time. And the Scorpion actually doing a good job of pushing these monks back. Not sure if Malians get redemption, but it's really not worth it at this point. And Melkor sending a battering ram now to get rid of that house probably. The Scorpion attacking the wood line, and this Scorpion attacking the main gold actually. Well, these villagers have to go away a little bit. Also a monk here to maybe even try and convert a villager later on. Now at this point Metal is forced more or less to get redemption, and a light cav trying to move in. No, actually going back. With redemption should be able to convert those Scorpions, and then maybe later on the light cav as well. A light cav moving in now, all 3 of them. No, I think that wasn't the idea. Only 2 HP left on this one. I think should send a monk forward. And Melkor in the meantime happily booming at home with 3 TCs up and running. And Metal now moving out with spearmen and with those monks to start and convert these Scorpions. 1 Scorpion got converted here. 10 HP only, but Melkor is not fighting back. Instead, he's going away now. He's done the job. He is on more villages right now, probably with a better economy actually, and he is actually investing into bloodlines as well, of course +2 on those light cav automatically, bloodlines to be able to fight spearmen, and now trying to get a few monks down, but two very important conversions here. This means suddenly metal with a good amount of map control and getting rid of all those annoying military units that Melkor was sending before. Handcart on the way for metal. Let's check the resources. Melkor is low on food, has a lot of gold in the bank because there's so many villagers on gold right now. Not a perfect economy. I guess he was busy trying to micro, and he was investing into the light cav bloodlines as well. Right now we have 4 relics in the monastery for Melkor, and metal may find one. Can he grab one? Could he get one? I don't know. Yeah, relic on the way, and metal also on the way to Imperial Age. So this game suddenly is open again, and metal, not far behind in economy, should be able to go to mid-Imperial Age and see if he can get the advantage. I feel like Malians should be this better civilization on Arena. Have no idea what Melkor is going to do. Like, Geppetto, fully upgraded elite Geppetto are so devastating, and Magyars, of course, those elite Magyar Hussars don't cost gold when they have the unique technology research. And you have, I guess, Paladin available, you have, what Siege, I don't really know. And then there is the Cav Archers, which are pretty solid, I guess, against these Geppetto. But let's see what's going on. Light Cav, actually, a lot of them moving out to stop metal from finishing that forward. The village is not going down yet, but the monks will die without conversion, actually. And a few of those villagers may go down. The crossbowmen getting attacked, those at least who are outside. So Melkor is investing more into Castle Age before clicking up to Imperial Age, which is done right now. And metal is there. What are you going to do, metal? Let's see. Melkor for now sending more light cav. He's investing a lot into those units. And he is not allowing metal to get that forward going, taking down another monk. Now these two light cav should die to the TC fire, and metal in these archer ranges is queued up a lot of crossbowmen. Arbalest upgrade on the way. Now he's dropping them out, and this is a very nice fighting position. This was a very good fight, I think, a very good idea. Problem is, there's so many light cav that those Arbalest, actually without too many defense upgrades, are dying. Look at this. Melkor got too many light cav on the field, and looks like metal dropped those out too early. Does he have military buildings at home? For the 2 monasteries? No, not really. It's only those archer ranges. So Arbalest was the idea. Hussar and chain barring armor on the way, and Melkor is staying on this light cav line on the Hussars, and even converted an Arbalest here. More Arbalest dropping out, but again, I don't think this is enough. Those Hussars now 2+1 only, chain barring armor on the way. And the Arbalest have a nice fighting position, but metal calling GG at this point. What the hell? Why are you calling GG? You're far behind in score, but your economy looking good, and you could just build a few military buildings at home. This wasn't really over. I'm not sure why metal is resigning. I mean, Melkor had a lot of gold, but just get out a few pikemen, you will be fine. You could go for your main stone. I'm not sure if metal could actually see that extra stone inside his base. Maybe that was a problem for him. Also was going for the second stone. But he's resigning now because he's losing the rest of the Arbalest. Don't really understand this, but let's go into game number 2 now. Now game 2. Incas or Italians, Slavs or Vikings? Let's go for it. We have Vikings against Italians actually, and as you can see, Melkor's deer are really far behind. He just tried to lure them around, but deer went back. I guess he's given up on that idea for now, maybe not. Let's see what's going to happen and go for the maps then. He's got a second gold safe in the back, which is nice for him. Let's go 85 speed, I don't like the slower win. And going with the lumber camp right now. Could have actually lured one deer here and then first go for the food and then build a lumber camp, would have been possible. Actually, third gold also inside, which is good for him. Main stone on the side. The main gold is somewhat forward-ish, but not too far forward. Is alright, I guess. Could still get pushed here. The second stone is outside, but most resources are more or less safe. The stone's forward-ish. I don't think metal is going for a tower rush because 25 population is a little bit late for that, and Melkor got 1 and a second relic, 2 relics close to his base. As for metal, he's got a little bit of an ugly main gold. He could try and fit a TC here later on. He can go to exaggeration here. He has then the second gold safe in the back, an extra gold and an extra stone in the back. He cannot see them. Actually, poor scouting by metal. I'm really not sure why. Use the sheep, or maybe your scout, of course, he tried to lure the deer in, I think, from outside. Where were those deer? Not sure, but I think he managed to lure them in. Yes, there we go. He's got a second stone outside, extra berries close to his base, but it doesn't really matter. Third gold outside, a main stone forwardish. Extra gold here on the right hand side as well. And this relic relatively close, but not too close. And actually those two here, 1 and 2, more or less in the neutral zone. So relic-wise, a little bit of advantage for Melkor, a disadvantage for Metal here. Metal is on the way to Castle Age, quite early on actually, 27 population. And he's got 6 villagers on gold, so at least 1 monastery probably coming up. Also a barracks on the way, maybe against upcoming scouts. And knowing Melkor, he probably went for military units, military builds. And yes, there is the stable coming up. Not going for archers, but scouts makes more sense on arena, I guess. Or most likely, it's more likely to see scouts than archers in Castle Age. And for now, we're waiting for Metal to reach the Castle Age and probably go with the monastery siege workshop. I'm assuming at least. There's the Castle Age coming up. Enough, not so much wood actually. 1 monastery coming up, and he's going for a second TC. No. That's surprising to me. Second mining camp actually. And now it's 9 villagers, 10 villagers on the main gold. Only 1 monastery for now, and he's sending the villagers forward, probably to get a siege workshop up. There is the siege workshop coming up with a few spearmen around to protect those villagers. Don't send them too far away, and that scout is giving him a good line of sight. Melkor now up to Castle Age, going for light cav immediately expected against the monks. Archer range as well, interesting, so he wants to do crossbows, not going for siege workshop, and a few more farms coming up. He needs to support those light cavs, so he's delaying the TCs as well, both are on the way, very important to see that. And those light cav could be able to take down siege or maybe upcoming monks here, but for now he has to go back. He needs a few more, I guess. And Metal, of course, going aggressive here, but still 200 stone in the bank, so not going all in apparently. Could have sold maybe 100 stone. The mangonel is on the way, and the first relic, no, first 2 relics actually inside that monastery. Good for Metal. He's now attacking the walls. And he's got 5 spearmen here, which are going to protect monks and mangonels from those light cav. And the light cav now moving around, there's 4 of them. That's 6 military units in total. Let's see what Melkor has. There's probably some archers inside, and on the light cav waiting. Quick wall coming up behind that. And Melkor for now going with light cav, archers, no crossbow coming in, and still 1 TC. And he's going actually with the mining camp on that second gold as well. And resources looking good for him. More light cav on the way. He's gonna allow Metal to go in, but then he's going to counterattack. The light cav actually on the right hand side. Let's see if anybody's going for extra TCs now. Metal, no, not yet. And Melkor also no. Let's see, what does Melkor know? He knows pretty much everything about the map. Metal is about to find the main gold. Has to go back now, but conversion is starting. Let's go on 75 speed. I want to see this in a little bit slower. I want to see what happens. Now the crossbowmen and light cav are going to be able to take down spearmen and monks, but I guess the mangonels will be difficult to handle once as long as there's spears around. 2 mangonels now hitting the TC actually. Those villagers getting dropped forward to fight. Wow, this is huge. And crossbowmen coming from the other side as well as a few light cav. Metal starting to convert a few units, trying to get a few light cav converted. I guess he got 1 at least. But those light cav moving in to take down monks, and those crossbowmen are actually splitting to take down spearmen and a mangonel. Good shot here from Melkor, very nice microing. Metal losing a lot of military units. What an interesting counterplay here for Melkor with the light cav and the crossbowman. Very impressive to see. He was able to push this back, and now TC coming up on the main goal. Very good idea in my opinion. He's still going out to take down mangonels and actually villagers. Now that means Metal has to produce into his military buildings, and he's actually calling GG here because he's too far behind, or he feels he's too far behind. Actually, Melkor now taking map control, and he may be able to get all the relics, but I don't see why Metal would call GG here. Villager number is pretty much the same, and I guess with the resources it's not a big problem for now. Only problem is that Melkor got those military units. But it looks like Metal wasn't even really trying. He was to, like, maybe disappointed, maybe easy to put away, to push away. I don't know. A big fight, of course, a big loss here. But still, he could have continued. He could have gone off for TCs maybe and tried to come back. Like this, we're going into game 3 immediately. Third game going to be Incas against Slavs. Let's go there right now, and we can see Melkor with Slavs, actually a civilization that Fiona did very well with, and I guess Melkor knows how to play this. He's got a main gold safe in the back, which is nice for him. Anything else in the back? No, a lot of space, but nothing more. Main stone forward, the third gold outside, really close. Deer outside, actually I guess he lured 1 or 2, not sure. Second gold close to his base, but outside, and the second stone also close. With the barracks coming up as expected, and I'm assuming we're going to see scouts, maybe even light Cav again. Now let's go for a metal space. Actually, looks like Melkor is stealing 2 sheep because Metal wasn't able to find those. He didn't go out for like 12 minutes. Interesting. Second stone for him forward, one really close to space, a second really close. He had 4 deer here around and walling this with blacksmith. Third gold outside, far away actually. Second gold on the same side forward and a main gold forwardish. Not a really good map. Main stone at least somewhat safe in the back. These berries blocking the gate. Guess he could have restarted this game if he wanted to, but not happening for now. And far in the back we have 1 extra gold that Metal once again did not scout. Not sure why. I think usually he's doing the scouting. Maybe we've seen like in Stefan's case, maybe Metal wasn't his best day and he wasn't really in tournament mode. It's possible because Metal is a really strong arena player and I have seen him play 2K4 plus really, but I've also seen him play like instead an insult like 1800, which would still be a lot stronger than me, so don't hate me. But Castle Age coming up for both players. Let's see what this is all about. Actually, Barracks up with Eagle Scouts on the way. So Metal this time saying Incas, I'm adding Eagle Warriors. He's still on gold with 9 villagers, which means Monastery at least, probably Siege Workshop coming up. And Melkor as expected going with a few scouts here. 4 villagers on gold, so I'm assuming he could go for a Siege Workshop actually in a Monastery if he wanted to, or maybe a second TC where to put that actually. Guess somewhere here in the wood line would be good, or maybe close to the main stone, maybe on the main gold even. We have now both players on up to Castle Age, and the first fights, Eagle Scouts against the Scouts happening. Wheelbarrow on the way from Melkor immediately. Is he housed? No, actually not. Not sure why he's doing Wheelbarrow so early on. I guess 9 farms, it's okay-ish, but you don't really need it. Now 10, 11. Yeah, getting better. Monastery on the way, Monastery up for Metal, and he's got 4 Eagle Warriors to fight those Scouts. Actually, no Light Cav upgrade this time, for now at least. Are we seeing any extra TC? Second TC coming up for Metal on the wood line here in the back, which is good. Guess he could go for a third TC on the main gold here later on. If he wanted to, if he can afford it. For now he's sending a monk, he's sending those Eagle Scouts, and the monk just in case staying at home, which is a good idea. As for Melkor, we have Boso on the way, he's getting the first monk out, should try and get that relic in early on, and then try to fight for the rest of the relics. Actually second CC up, far in the back on the wood line, not so far, but still. Light Cav on the way with a lot of farms. Now Wheelbarrow I guess makes sense, and those Light Cav are going to fight very soon here against a few Eagle Warriors, a few Eagle Scouts. Actually it's 5 of them already, and Metal is starting to get the first relics in as well, trying to catch them before getting attacked here. 1 Eagle Scout got converted, didn't see this, I guess was somewhere around here. And now Melkor saying, okay, first relic come to me, and that relic should go safe inside, because right now Melkor is actually running away, so I cannot see this. Extra stone here actually on the left hand side. 2 monks saying hi and hello, or I don't know what language they're talking, but they won't find any relic here on the left hand side. I guess they didn't scout all the map, I don't know. Metal cannot see everything on the map. He can see that really close to his base, but we can also see that Melkor is sending Light Cav there already, and we are going to see a little bit of a fight for the relics, while 3TC is up and running for Metal, and Melkor with 1, 2 and a third TC probably coming up now here. Makes sense, but he is invested into Light Cav again, and there's a little bit of a fight happening. More Light Cav than the Eagle Scouts. This is not good for Metal. The monk went down already, and now Metal needs to go back. I think he should try to get this relic from inside. Problem is, this monk, that's actually not coming to the forward relic for now. On the left hand side, another Eagle Warrior trying to scout a little bit, and we have 2 monks, 4 plus 1 Eagle Warrior for Metal. I think he should be able to get that relic in without too much trouble. And the trouble is called Light Cav. Handcart heavy plow on the way from Melkor now. Very early on to get these upgrades after going for Light Cav, but it's very good to see those upgrades getting done. They're going to be very good for your economy. And I guess he needs a few more farms up to sustain villager production. But for now it's looking good. And here in the middle we can see a Siege Workshop coming up, or maybe not. This villager does not have loom. It's going to go down in like 3-4 hits. Well, that's 1, 2, guess number 3, and can go down. Eagle Scout killing this villager, but the monk from Metal also going down, and now this Light Cav, they are stronger than the Eagle Scouts, are actually dominating the field. And like this, suddenly Melkor is able to pick the forward relic, and he might have 4 relics in the monastery very soon. Now more barracks on the way from Metal here, while Melkor is finishing his siege workshop. Gold income for Metal looks decent, so he can actually go for Eagle Warrior and for more production. The Light Cav though going inside. I guess the Eagle Scouts kept the gate open, and now Light Cav raiding incoming on those villagers. They don't have Loom, no Loom coming in from Metal. I'm not sure why players are not clicking Loom when there is military units inside their own bases. Maybe they're not used to it, and those Light Cav actually can take this fight almost. Maybe not against Eagle Warriors. I guess we need support from the siege. Possibly even Scorpions coming up for Melkor. Yes, actually Scorpion production is starting. Interesting to see. They've seen it in the game before, and they're going to be pretty decent against the Eagle Warriors as long as the Eagle Warriors cannot approach them. In the meantime, the Light Cav just moving around, one went down, and can you see TC fire now? The Eagle Warriors finally in attacking position. This is not good. Melkor now is throwing those away, but in the middle he's going for Scorpion. Scale barding armor even coming up, and that Eagle Warrior should be able to take down one monk. Can take down Monk, yes, but got converted by the other Monk. 2 more Eagle Warriors approaching. This Monk should not survive, and now we see a little bit of a fight. That villager doesn't have Loom either. I'm really surprised that nobody's going for Loom here. And 4 Scorpions actually, 3+1, and another 2 here from the Siege Workshop. This is huge. Those Eagle Warriors will die fast. Look at this. And they're going to be attacked from all sides. Another conversion. Melkor looking good right now. A little bit more population, villager numbers, neck and neck. And Metal is the one who is close to clicking up to Imperial Age. Let's see if he can go up fast. Siege Workshop on the way. I guess he needs a second building here, so he's going to go for a few more villagers. Gold mine coming up, and there's a ram as well for Melkor on the field. Melkor, of course, far away from Imperial Age right now, is doing chain barding armor, and I'm assuming to see Elite Eagle Warriors soon in Imperial Age, and Melkor in the meantime is going to try and push in Castle Age with Scorpions, Rams. I think we need, yeah, the Mangonel, the Siege Workshop is there. I think we need Mangonels now to stop these walls, to stop these rams. And let's go to Metal's point of view. He's not doing a Siege Mangonel because he cannot afford it right now. Instead, he's producing more Eagle Warriors apparently. But I think a Mangonel would have been good against the Scorpions and Rams here, because there is no other ranged unit and the Mangonel won't die to the Scorpion fast. Like this, Metal is allowing Melkor to go in, at least a little bit. This is not completely walled, it's coming up now. I guess after that, Metal should be completely walled, and then he should go with the Mangonelia, finally. And Metal almost up to Imperial Age, not far away, like 2/3 at least. And, maybe not, but maybe soon. And I'm assuming we're going to see Elite Eagle Warrior immediately, I hope so at least. They don't have the +1 defense upgrade, I guess you could go +2 already. And those Scorpions are gonna be devastating to the Eagle Warriors unless there is more Mangonels to help out. This house went down really fast, 2 rams is enough, and now Melkor saying, yep, I'm going in. There is a lot of Eagle Warriors waiting, but those Scorpions can be devastating. Let's slow down a little bit, like 67 is a nice speed, I guess. And those Knights, Light Cav and Scorpions moving in. Metal does not have a castle around, that would have been good here to abandon the main gold now. He still cannot see the extra gold inside his base, which is terrible for him. And reaching Imperial Age, he could afford the Elite Eagle Warrior upgrade, which he's doing immediately, but he's losing the Siege Workshop. He doesn't have another Siege Workshop, and he has a decent amount of military units, but it may not be enough to face all the Scorpions and Cavalry. This is a really interesting attack against the Incas here from Melkor. Very impressive to see those strategy work out actually. Chainmail armor also on the way. Metal is waiting for the right timing to attack the Scorpions and the Cavalry, and then we're going to see a big battle, and depending on the outcome of the battle we may see a GG from Metal or a not so nice position from Melkor, who is actually not so close to Imperial Age but not so far away. I guess if he stops production will be good. And there is the big fight happening. Elite Eagle Warriors moving in for +2 defense at least. Those Scorpions are going on fast, but Melkor is sending more Light Cav, more Scorpions as well. And Metal's numbers probably dropping soon. Those Light Cav are not going to be too strong against the Elite Eagle Warriors, but the Scorpions are the main problem here. And as long as there's Light Cav, the Elite Eagle Warriors cannot attack those Scorpions too easily. Like this though, the Light Cav moving away, a deflection move, but the Scorpions can still hit. And looks like Metal has been doing okay here. Still got a few military units left. Melkor as well, but there's not a real big push going on right now. Metal almost enough stone for a castle. Oh, look at this. This is a lot of villagers on that main stone. I guess he needed a second mining camp here. Didn't have the time to do so. And now even trying to raid, the fight happening. A few more villagers may go down. They finally have loom at least. Imperial Age in the meantime coming up from Melkor. And he's bought himself a lot of time to actually click up and then think about what to do next. I guess against the Elite Eagle Warriors, I don't really want to go for the cavalry too long. Instead, I'm expecting to see, yes, standard infantry and men-at-arms coming in. Slingers might be good, and there's archer rangers actually coming up here for Metal, but I think he should put them inside his base just in case. And he needs a castle up on the main gold, also to cover the second gold. Maybe even around here or somewhere like here next to this gold would be good. Imperial Age for Melkor soon up, and he's got enough stone for a castle of his own. Let's see if he's going aggressive. He's taking a second stone. Nice walls here, actually also covering the second gold. This is still open, but pretty safe for now. In the middle, a few knights trying to stop these villagers from building the castle. The Elite Eagle Warriors not fully upgraded yet in the defense, need +4, and then actually, of course, the unique tag to give them plus, what is that, 4+6 pierce armor, I think. Knight will go down, and that castle should go up. Let's see if Melkor is putting up a castle somewhere. Yes, counter castle actually in range of each other's trebuchets, and that means we're going to see a longer fight than just 30 minutes here, which is good. I like to see this. This attack was really amazing, and I think it did the damage. And now we're going to see an early to mid Imperial Age fight with chainmail armor, 200 swordsmen on the way. We need slingers, and those slingers, that's a problem, they cost gold. So Metal actually needs a better gold income. He's dropped the left hand side to get wood and stone. He's pretty low in resources, investing a lot into Elite Eagle Warriors. Now he's starting to attack that mining camp, and I think the villagers should run away through the wall, but they're actually stonewalling behind. That's probably a good idea. Those villagers will be sacrificed, and the others should be able to survive. Actually, that one Elite Eagle Warrior could do a lot of damage as well. This is actually open. In the middle, the castle is up, conscription on the way. I think you should go for trebuchets immediately. Metal doesn't really have the resources. Now he could afford a trebuchet, and he's taking that second gold. A lot of villagers. These few villagers on the stone going down, and we're waiting for Melkor to come back with more army. Where is this? Ah, there we go. There's 200 swordsmen. A trebuchet out, a second trap on the way to attack this castle. Melkor obviously can see this castle. Metal cannot see Melkor's castle. It's a big problem. Only now he can see the trebuchet, so he knows I need to counter traps. He may even be too late. He cannot really attack this trebuchet because those 200 swordsmen are going to be in the way. Champion Blast Furnace and Blade Mail Armor on the way for Melkor, going for the standard infantry. And if Trishina is coming in, or however you pronounce that, this could be really devastating. Now I'm expecting to see Slingers and production actually starting here. Slingers, the anti-infantry unit for Incas, but there is not enough of them for now. And production in the front is going to be difficult because 200 swordsmen all around, champions soon to be. This castle is going down as well. We don't have couriers or Indian sling here. And Brace on the way for Metal as well. He is gathering his forces, going with another castle next to the gold as expected actually. And what else? Melkor is not taking his third gold. Those Elite Eagle Warriors standing around are doing nothing, as well as those two villagers. And that siege workshop doesn't really matter anymore. It's about who is going to get the better army out. Let's go a little bit faster again. This is going slow. Has been going slow for long enough. University on the way. And now, can Metal actually use the slingers to their full potential? I'm really not sure how to use them best. Put large armor on the way to get a few more upgrades. And the Elite Eagle Warriors should be used for raiding. Maybe with the siege tower drop, like somewhere around here would be nice, but it's not easy because the main fight is happening in the middle and Melkor is still controlling the map. Trebuchet is moving forward. And if he's getting rid of all these archer rangers, Metal actually may be in trouble. But in this game, we're seeing a eye-to-eye match with two very skilled players, showing that they are really strong in the arena. Those slingers taking on Lightcap for now. The trebuchets though attacking the archer ranges, and that means slinger production will be cut a little bit. I guess a few archer ranges around here would be good. Onage on the way from Melkor as well. He's going with the light calf. The Elite Eagle Warrior should stay at the front here to like a sort of form of meat shield, and champions cannot go in now. But adding siege is a really good idea. Onages will be very fine. Heavy scorpions would be awesome as well, I guess. I'd like to see them. A castle on the left hand side covering the third goal. This is very good for Melkor. Still taking care of his eco, obviously. And going back to take the second stone now. We should see a gate or something coming up here very soon, unless he can take full map control and isn't afraid of raiding. Now, not so many military units in the middle here, but first Onages arriving, and only one trebuchet out for Metal. Melkor resources looking pretty decent right now. Metal alright. 1, 2 plus 1 trebuchet coming in, so 2 plus 1 here, but the honor chest will be dangerous, and I think you need to snipe them with the Elite Eagle Warriors. Problem is so many champions around, this might be not too cost effective, and those slingers are not too strong against the light cap here actually. I guess they're doing ranged attack, 2 plus 4. Now the honor chest moving in, and that is devastating. Look at those honor chest shots, so many slingers going on so fast, and I think Melkor can afford to lose champions easier than Metal can afford to lose those slingers. Only now the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 archer ranges coming in. Should have been there earlier on, he had the wood to do that, but he was busy microing. Now these villagers are taking stone, but mining camp is under attack, the villagers may die soon, and there's a few more stables coming up. A very good game now, 43 minutes into the game. We have an open fight with a little bit of an advantage for Melkor. Chemistry on the way as well. Getting more upgrades on those slingers, I guess. And there is, and that's the bad thing for Metal, too many champions in the middle, can't really do anything against this. I would love to see Elite Kamayuks now. They're gonna be good against the Light Cav, and they should be decent against the champions at least. Like Elite Kamayuks and Slingers, that would have been a really nice combination, but Metal does not have the economy, doesn't have the gold for that, also not the castles, I guess he only got one of those castles. And Melkor has 4 relics as well, this is really huge. This castle about to go down, we're not going to see Kamayuks in this game, and now we have Metal with more military units, but Melkor still controlling the game in the middle, and those honor chests are still getting good shots in. The trebuchet fight, more champions and light cav on the way. Melkor looking good for the resources, 175 population against 155 for Metal, but this is not over. Metal can come back from this. He probably needs a few pikemen as well, more slingers on the way, and I guess champions of his own wouldn't be too bad, but he's calling GG because right now he's losing his gold, and I guess coming back from here is not easy, and Melkor has the advantage, the psychological advantage. He's got that push going, he got the momentum in the game, and he's actually taking the series 3-0, and I guess that's why Metal's nickname is Thank You Gman. Of course, this new meme on AOC Zone, this is called a meme, or on, it's pretty much AOC Zone on Twitch, of course. Very nice third game actually, Incas against Slavs, interesting attack in Castle Age, then the Elite Eagle Warriors coming back for Metal to break out a little bit, take the golds, but in the end champions and Light Cav doing the trick here with honor chests, and we are going to see Melkor in the round of 16. See you in the next games, hope you enjoyed this, and GG.